in my opinion, is you need a national dialogue. No matter how fake, you need a national dialogue. And
that's so stupid to the core. And I'm not trying to insult him. He says, we need a national dialogue, even if it is fake. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take my word for it. Let me play you what he just said again, one more time. Listen here.
Now, the way to solve that problem, in my opinion, is you need a national dialogue. No matter how fake, you need a national dialogue.
We need a national dialogue, no matter how fake. Let me show you something fake Museveni did, and it didn't change a thing. Watch here. This was something Odongo would ask for. Listen.
As the top leader of the movement, we humbly take full responsibility for all the mistakes made by ourselves, our agents, and representatives.
Museveni and Kataha came out, we take responsibility for our mistake, for our... Did it change a thing?
I would even be very positive to an idea of Bobi Wine saying he wants they negotiate and he becomes the prime minister or the vice president. He's a young man. He's about 40 years.
Ladies, oh my God. Now you know, ladies and gentlemen. This man is wanting Bobi Wine to negotiate and become president of vice president of prime minister. He's a young man. These people are so obsessed on the position. It is the aura. It is the optics, like I said. It is the aesthetics. Oh, see me. I am the president. I am the prime minister. It means nothing. Zero. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this right away. If you hear me scream, if you see me banging my head on this microphone, pulling out my hair, please just excuse me, because I don't understand how I should respond to this total madness from ostensibly educated, traveled, exposed men who have abysmally capitulated to the Museveni regime, that they believe that it is Museveni's right to abuse them and make them beggars in their own country. And I'm talking about this gentleman. I have immense respect for this gentleman. When I was a kid, I remember I used to look at him and up to him and, be like, oh man, what a courageous guy, bold, confident, outspoken, a very wonderful communicator, former Aruu County Member of Parliament from the district of Badad. This is Odongo Otto. Ladies and gentlemen, what am I talking about? I think you've been able to see a few clips I played you. It is the shocking twist that has left me scratching my head. And I'm quite certain by the end of this commentary, you will be scratching your head as well. This guy has called for the NUP presidential candidate in the recently concluded election and its president, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, famously known as Bobi Wine, to open dialogue with dictator, tyrant, despot, Museveni. Speaking on Next Radio's Saturday political talk show, Otto expressed disappointment and frustration at Bobi Wine's outright dismissal of any engagement, suggesting that discussions should happen even if they are largely superficial, even if they're just fake, to quote him verbatim. He said, even if they are fake. What? All these people care about, it is the form. It is the aura, the optics, and the aesthetics of the office of the president. They don't care. Why are you in this position? What are you supposed to be doing? All they care about is the name president. It is not the substance in that office. So it doesn't really matter even if these are fake. I'm going to play you this. It says this. Even if these dialogues are fake, Bobi Wine should engage in them. I want to be categorically clear. I find this notion not only misguided, but dangerously naive. Because the question now is going to be, why would we have a dialogue? What is the motive of a dialogue in any situation? Why? Dialogue becomes meaningful only when those responsible for a crisis admit their wrongdoing. Museveni and his acolytes, the stooges, the obsequious foot soldiers are denying. We're not looking for Bobi Wine. He's not. We're not concerned. Listen to the likes of Chris Baliomusi and the ilk. No. We didn't kill people. Nothing. Oh, those people that are being abducted, you know what? They abduct themselves. And then even when there's proof of Muhoozi Kainerugaba showing, hey, I've tortured this person, what can you do? Museveni acolytes continue to say, nobody's searching for Bobi Wine. Nobody has actually attacked them or visited mayhem and violence onto them. He continues to threaten his political opponents and deny targeting them. That's the guy you want to engage in a dialogue with. That only makes negotiations or dialogue not visible. And it's not actually dialogue. If you convince yourself that, there's a man who is hell-bent on destroying me, I know I'm going to sit down with him. He's not going to change his mind, but I'm going to sit down with him. That's not dialoguing. That's not a conversation. It is called capitulation. But hey, enough with my diatribe immediately. Let's go and listen to what this gentleman is suggesting. Listen.
The way to solve that problem, in my opinion, is you need a national dialogue. No matter how fake, you need a national dialogue. And
that's so stupid to the core. And I'm not trying to insult him. He says, we need a national dialogue even if it is fake. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take my word for it. Let me play you what he just said again one more time. Listen here.
Now, the way to solve that problem, in my opinion, is you need a national dialogue. No matter how fake, you need a national dialogue.
We need a national dialogue no matter how fake, no matter how superficial. We need a national dialogue. Odongo, a fake national dialogue doesn't change a thing. Okay? Okay. If you think that a fake national dialogue is going to change something, ladies and gentlemen, let me show you something fake Museveni did and it didn't change a thing. Watch here. This was something Odongo would ask for. Listen.
As the top leader of the movement, we humbly take full responsibility for all the mistakes made by ourselves, our agents, and representatives.
Museveni and Kataha came out, we take responsibility for our mistake, for our... Did it change a thing? I think he made that public apology today and the next morning they were abducting people. So of what importance are these superficial dialogues? Oh, superficial apology, fake. Even if it is fake, we need it. For what? I don't know. I don't know. Is it about, see me. Let me do something performative for you. Then what is the, I might be naive here. Tell me, of what importance is a fake dialogue? Let's go on and listen to this guy.
And to me, I suggest, first of all, I'm very disappointed. I saw the statement my good friend, very good friend, Bobi Wine issued on international media. He trying to rubbish dialogue. He has his reasons.
He has his reasons, but I'm sorry for pausing here. But why does he keep on saying, my friend, or my good friend? He's not your friend, we know for sure. But he wants to be like, my friend, my friend. He's trying to sort of cover himself because he knows that he's going to go into saying this nonsensical stuff. So he tries to play this, I'm your friend, please remember. If I say something that doesn't make any sense, remember, I'm your friend. Come on.
I saw the religious leaders going to the home of Bobi Wine, the Interreligious Council. They were there like 2 days ago, a day ago. And Bobi Wine issued a statement that the religious leaders stated that they should not compete with government. They should not destabilize Uganda instead of finding out what's going on. So I think the move by the religious leaders should be appreciated by any sane Ugandan.
Okay, what he's trying to say is trying to say that Bobi Wine is insane. That's what he's trying to say. But because Bobi Wine called out the hypocrisy of these religious dealers or leaders, they're just there for optics again. They don't. That's not how Desmond Tutu led when he was a religious leader in South Africa. That's not how Martin Luther King Jr., a leader in the Atlanta Baptist Church, led. No. But these are religious leaders. All they do is, Museveni, we want some money. It is to create some sort of an image as though they're doing something so that they can get crumbs off Museveni's table. They don't care. Religious leaders, I don't care.
That talk. You talk. It's healthy to talk. You can even go in the meeting room and say, I don't want what you are saying. You are not, because politics is about full-time engagement. Get to the room and tell Ambassador Yebare that I don't want what you are saying. Never close the doors of talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not against talking. I'm not against negotiations. I'm not against dialogues. But dialogue with Bobi Wine about what? These folks deny. They say there's nothing. They're not even after him. They deny. So why are these folks pushing for dialogues? The government says, we're not interested in Bobi Wine. We don't want to pursue him. So why are they insisting? Dialogue for what? That's the question. For what? Did he commit any crime? Why are they not telling us the crime he committed? They've said they're not trying to pursue him, even when they are making his house a garrison. But say, oh no, Bobi Wine is free to come back to his home. We are just providing security. And they say, but there's nobody there. So why are you providing security? It's like, thieves might come and break into this house. So we are trying to make sure that we give it protection. Okay? Only to land out, to find out that Bobi Wine left Uganda for USA, and then they were ordered to vacate the place. So what happened to the security you are providing? That's a side note.
So I think it is amateurish. I think it is absolutely irresponsible for anyone to close the doors of talking. It is not political maturity. Talk.
Honorable, I saw the anger online in the comments, even reflected on Robert Kyagulanyi's page when conversations around NUP government talks did leak in the media. I could see the anger online of no...
Nothing leaked. But I don't understand. Kanari Mugume, nothing leaked. The NUP top leadership, they're saying we don't know about these negotiations. He continued. Oh, when this leaked, you saw that anger, the frustration from people because the Nile Post had reported something non-existent, something that's not going on.
Is not what we're up to. This we reject this. It's rubbish, and all sorts of language. What does that speak to?
I don't know who the thinkers in NUP, I don't know who the thinkers are. But let me tell you, if you don't engage in a meaningful discussion, you are going to be in this situation up to 2031.
It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. Why do you think? Are we rushing? It is okay. We've been in this situation since 1986. Oh, okay, benefit of doubt. Since 1996. Okay, we can be in this situation. Hello. How many years did the apartheid regime exist in South Africa? It took so many years. Go read about slavery. How many years? The Jim Crow, era. How many years? Go read about all these things. How many years did the people of Libya wait? 42 years. Oh, you're going to be like this in the next 5 years. Come on. Go tell that to the NUP prisoners who are in prison, who said we're not going to agree or admit to committing crimes of terrorism or what was it, rebellion against your country. We're not rushing in any way.
And who will it serve? It will serve the interests of the ruling party. For me, I repeated earlier and I saw on my page people attacking me, I would even be very positive to an idea of Bobi Wine saying he wants they negotiate and he becomes the prime minister or the vice president. He's a young man. He's about 40 years.
Ladies, oh my God. Now you know, ladies and gentlemen. This man is wanting Bobi Wine to negotiate and become president of vice president of prime minister. He's a young man. These people are so obsessed on the position. It is the aura. It is the optics, like I said. It is the aesthetics. Oh, see me, I am the president. I am the prime minister. It means nothing, zero. Until you understand, what am I why am I in this office? For what purpose? Is it to show? Is it to show my OBs and OGs that, hey, see me now, I am this man, I am the prime minister? No. No. There's so many people who don't want to serve in government. There's so many people who have contributed to Uganda, yet they've never been in a cabinet or any position of leadership. But, he's a young man, he can be prime minister. Okay, let me tell you. Tell me of what importance or influence is Nabanja in Museveni's government. What? Apart from accumulation of wealth and proximity to power so that he can go back to where does she come from? Wherever she comes from. To show people, hey, you see me, I'm Nabanja. Museveni is deputy God. That's what she says. Museveni is deputy God. After God, you're next. That's what she said. I'm quoting her verbatim. Of what importance is being speaker in Museveni's government? Do you want to tell me that you think that Anita Among, apart from accumulating wealth and sustaining himself, consolidating, herself in that office, is there anything she can do that is opposed to the Museveni criminal regime? Absolutely not. She's accumulating wealth, getting involved in these corruption scandals or schemes. Oh, he can be prime minister. He can be president. Some people don't care. They don't care. And you're looking at one. I don't care about MPs, LC, ministers. I don't care. It's nothing. Zero. Nothing. But he's so consumed with this position. He can be prime minister. He can be president. No. Actually, Bobi Wine just said recently, he wasn't dying on becoming president. It is why am I becoming president? Don't you know that there are people who have influenced this world and they've never held any position of leadership, especially political leadership? One of them is, I just mentioned, the likes of Desmond Tutu, the likes of Martin Luther King Jr. He even has a holy day in the USA, yet there's so many US presidents who don't have even a single day to celebrate them. Jeez, these people.
Uganda is not going anywhere. In 15 years, it will be at this peak. Half a loaf is better than nothing.
Half a loaf is better than nothing. That's the mentality. That is the mentality. Half a loaf is better than nothing. In his mind, all he has is Bobi Wine wants something. At least be a prime minister. Can't you be a vice president? Isn't that enough? That's how they operate. This is not about position. This is not about position, ladies and gentlemen. This is about service. It is about restoration of democracy. It is about bringing your country to a path of respect of human rights and constitutionalism, of taking care of the disenfranchised. Really? It is not about, oh my God. It is not about position. Jeez.
Now, the challenge is they are the radicalized National Unity Platform members. They are so radical and extremist that they would not even allow their president or my good friend here to engage in any discussion. Then what are you going to do? Are you going to carry up arms?
Shut up, okay? You said you don't know the thinkers of the NUP, then why do you go on to claim that there are radicals? Any political party would have radicals. It doesn't really matter. Any political movement or group, whatever, they would have radicals. I don't know any that only had moderates. You can wait here forever. Any political party has those radicals. But you said you don't know the thinkers of the NUP, so you cannot go on to claim that, oh, they are the ones who are not allowing him to. sit with Museveni? How about we respect his opinion? How about it is him who says, no, I'm not going to sit with him? How about these so-called radicals you're referring to are actually listening to what he says, and they're like, oh, we stand with you, Mr. President. How about that? But there's this assumption that is being controlled by the radicals. And who are these radicals? Mordecai Morisa and Entebbe? Or Sechanzi Fred in Kasangati? Who are these radicals? Mention names.
Because these problems have to end in a way or another. And let me tell you information I'm privy to. It has been brought to the attention of President Museveni that Mwanga Kivumbi was not forming a rebel group. He just picked Kanyama from town to go and guard his votes. So someone lied to the president that, oh, these people of Noop, now they have started a group to destroy government. These are boy bouncers you pay 15,000 a day and you give food, Kikomando. They were now to protect Mwanga Kivumbi's vote. But wrong information got to the president, and then they say, go and destroy that group, the rebel group, before they start. That's how.
So now you're saying that Museveni now knows that Mwanga Kivumbi did not commit these acts of terrorism as he claimed. So why is he still holding him? What is he saying? There's an assumption. Look, to quote Samu Mugumya, and I think I have to, if you're still watching, let me know if you want me to come and play you the speech of Sam Mugumya, our comrade who is in prison. He said that Museveni became blind to the contradictions punctuating his rule that survives on patronage, corruption, and a brutal Aurelian police that became a mafia outfit in the strictest sense of the word. He usurped the sovereignty of the Ugandan people and he presided over the genocidal destruction of state institutions. That's the man you're thinking about. Dominating others became his way of thinking. This is his way of life. It is a pursuit of power as a pathological deformity. This is the Museveni. He doesn't believe. This is what I usually say, where these military councils I usually read about in other countries, where they be like, okay, they wake up and be like, okay, Museveni, aside, we're tired of your nonsense. Where are they? Because every time you guys want us to be like, oh, like he said, if you don't engage in a dialogue with him, what are you going to do? Are you going to get arms? No, that's not the only way. How about we non-violently resist forever? Keep on resisting non-violently. Because what precedent is it going to set? That, oh, you can always have a dictator who's going to come and abduct, torture, kill, disappear your people, and all you're going to do is sit down with him and be like, oh, I am sorry, sir. Please forgive me. I know you're the Almighty. You can't kill me. I am sorry. That's the precedent he's trying to fight for or advocate for, this Odongo to guy.
They were shooting guys crying, Mama Nyabo, in a garage. They are not even armed with pangas. So they are also liars who benefit by selling wrong information to government because they benefit from security budget. So my good friend from Noob, you are even helping some wrong elements in the military to get allowances that they are doing intelligence. And they will be roofing and building their
Who is this for?
houses up to ring beam level. So I would suggest it is very healthy to talk now. It even costs nothing for Bobi Wine to go on the platform and talk with President Museveni and say, you have to leave that seat. You are old.
Now he's resorting to comedy. You have to leave that seat. You are old. Like Museveni doesn't know. Like he's not had Bobi Wine say that. Like he doesn't know that, hey, Bobi Wine wants to become president. Or like you have to be with Museveni in the same room to be like, hey, I want you to leave that seat. What are you talking about? What are you smoking? You don't have to be in a special room to tell Museveni, I want you to get out of power. Oh, jeez. Anyways, as I come to the conclusion of this conversation, ladies and gentlemen, in this conversation, that's where Joseph Kableta responded to this. They were closing, and then this is what he had to say. I think it's around here. He says, this entire thing of a dialogue is a complete joke. He really did a good diagnosis of the Museveni regime and the mindset.
Putting on shorts and a sleeveless t-shirt, they say, and then he says, you see. Now, those people go for dialogue. And they put the dress, like the whole thing is a joke. Museveni has never been somebody who has dialogues with anybody. He has never been, he's never going to be. There is no leopard that changes its spots at 81. It's not going to happen. So the honest truth is, first of all, you're talking about dialogue. Somebody stood against you, you gave him 21%. The man can't even be in the country. You're looking for him as if he's a rebel. He has a legitimate political party, which has members of parliament. You go and ransack his house and go and, I don't know, whatever, do to his wife and so on. And he has done nothing wrong. So they say, when people think that power belongs to them as a right, then even when you come to challenge power in very legitimate means, they look at you as if you're a thief because you're coming for something which belongs to him. Exactly. So now, how can you tell me there is dialogue when Bobi Wine, who has done nothing wrong? If there is any crime he has committed, let them state it out here. Nothing wrong. But they're talking about how they are going to hang him on which tree, going to do what. The man outwitted them and ran out of the country after they had searched for him for some time. And the truth is, he felt his life was in danger. And that's a view I share. Okay? Now, the man ran out of the country. Then I saw how they went to doing their psyops on these radio stations and all that, and televisions. Not this one, thankfully. Getting people saying that, no.
Just being generous through this station is actually the station that hosted clown Munyagwa Mubaraka and was peddling those lies.
They just let him go. Like, they came and took everybody away from the airport and let him go. Because there are two things they're worried about. They don't want people to know that their intelligence operations are fake. They are not as good as they think they are. The man was in this country for more than a month when they were looking for him. And he escaped. And he went. So that doesn't say a lot about... Wait, let me finish.
Our intelligence, not there. Because it's for Uganda. Our intelligence is...
But some...
All right, let's stop there, ladies and gentlemen. So you understand it. I don't know who is pushing for this. Of course, I know these people. And the other reason you have to know why they are doing this is because they look at themselves as people that might benefit from these dialogues. Because when this conversation, this idea is bought and they decide to sponsor it, the state, you're going to have all these Odongo, Otto, and the rest, coming out as players in this thing. So some of them are just there because they know if they agree on a dialogue, they might end up getting a few millions of shillings. Sad. But we are open to dialogue if you tell us what crime did Bobi Wine commit? And what are you going to do to all these mayhem, the violent acts you have committed against innocent people? All right, do me a favor, please like this video, share it with people out there, and invite others to join us. I would truly, truly appreciate. My name is Mordecai Morisa. I'll let you go for now. If you want to be part of the Mordecai Morisa sponsors team, we're looking for 100 people. We're almost 80 people, so 20 people to go. I'm looking for 100 people who are going to be sponsoring this show with 20,000 shillings a month. 20,000. You might be like, hey, Mordecai, are you referring to 20,000 dollars? Absolutely no. 20,000 shillings. 100 people. So please, if you want to be part of the team, I ask you to send in your message on my number +1 712 303 7831. That's my WhatsApp. Send me a message and be like, hey, Mordecai, I want to sponsor you. Then I'll show you how you can do that. Immensely appreciate. See you. Bye-bye for now.
Did you enjoy what you just watched?
I'm sure they did.
I'm going to guess that you did. How about you consider subscribing to Mordecai Morisa Live YouTube channel? Thank you.